Hey y'all. Well, it's Tuesday, January 23rd, and it's 4 p.m. Arizona time. And I did laundry. Ta-di-da! That was the big thing for today, and I've been putting it off. I kept saying, let's see, this was day 3 when I was like, girl, you got to get out of your pajamas and go do your laundry. So I did. And I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Something that happened last night. I was watching YouTube videos, and they're recommended videos. Sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness. I pretty much have to avoid them. And if I go, it's like you go down a rabbit trail, and next thing you know, you done down in a dark hole. And one of the videos, very short video, short clips of just some things going on, wicked, demonic things around the world. I hear a neighbor coming by on one of their little, four-wheel things. So you'll probably hear it too. It sounds kind of like a lawnmower going by. Vroom, vroom. The speed limit here is 5. I don't even put my gas. I don't even put my foot on the gas. I just, when I'm going down to the office or going to do laundry. And yeah, let me go back to the doing the laundry. I had a nice time doing laundry. It was a social event. I talked to a couple of different people. And I was out in my truck. I'll get back to the other. I ain't forgot, because that's the main point of this video. But it was the weirdest thing. They had the door open. It says very clearly, don't leave the door open. Snakes. But anyway, I guess they're figuring there ain't that many snakes out, because it's still kind of cool out here. I ain't taking no chances. As soon as they left, I closed that door. Anyway, so I'm in my truck, and this guy walks into the little laundromat, and I knew there was a couple in there. They were sitting at the table and stuff and reading, and I hear him, and first thing I hear him say is he's from Virginia, because he's introducing himself, and I'm like, yeehaw, Virginia. And I hear him, because you can hear things in the desert real easy, like. That's why I'm always recording in here, so people don't hear me out there. Anyway, I hear him say something about RTR. And so I'm thinking, oh boy, somebody from Virginia that went to the RTR. And I also heard him asking them about the campground. And they were saying they were new. They just text. They'd been here, they just got here. Cool thing, they're in a 40-year-old Argosy RV. It is awesome. It looks like the one that's parked in Phil's yard that I keep telling him, dude, put some tires on that thing and just roll it on down here and leave it. But anyway, so I did see that. And so anyway, this guy, I hear him. And so I walk up to the door, and he's talking and stuff. And so I go, and I'm smiling. This used to mean peace. Hey, how you doing? Peace. Well, he looked at me like I had horns on my head and asked me, what does that mean? Well, the dude looked like he was my age. Does this not mean peace anymore? So anyway, then he wouldn't even talk to me. And it was very disappointing. I don't want to marry you. I just was, how'd you get here? What happened at the RTR? Where are you going? So anyway, I wound up talking to the other couple after he left. They were fun. They were from Oregon, and they spend a lot their winter as much as possible down in Mexico. So we talked about that and staying at the campground and stuff, and how much I got here and I didn't go to the RTR. And I was glad I didn't after I drove by Quartzsite and saw 10,000 people parked out there, all lined up in a row. Anyway, so it was kind of a fun social event. That's what we call social time. We go to the laundromat, see who's hanging out at the laundromat, drying their clothes on the line. And so anyway, back to what happened last night. So this wasn't a long video. It was one video, maybe 10 minutes long, and it was about this much of ugly. Your people. Oh, they own bicycles. I can't ride no bicycle. I mean, I know how to ride a bicycle, but no. I never got good at it when I was a youngin'. So it ain't gonna happen now. Anyway, so I watched that much. I mean, it was just literally little blips. And it totally ruined my sleep. What I saw. I ain't even gonna tell you what I saw. Because I don't want to ruin your sleep. And that's why I want to tell you. I did this with my children. I avoided letting them see things. I didn't want that in their minds. And in the course of the conversation with the Oregon people down at the laundromat, I can't remember how it got off on that, but I run into a lot of people who don't even own TVs. But I know more people that do have TVs. And they're in an RV. And they have big antennas so they can watch TV. Now, the last time I looked at a TV and what was on TV, I was kind of shocked. Because I think that was illegal back in the day. I mean, I've seen things on in broad daylight that they wouldn't have posted after the news went off at night. Y'all, we got to guard our minds. Got to guard your heart. What you see goes in there. You got to be careful. So, I don't know how many of you out there has got TVs. But I do know this. I'm watching on a little tiny phone on YouTube. And I actually deleted the Netflix app. I could watch Netflix. Which is kind of funny because Phil lets me in on his account. And I've tried to explain to him that it's not coming off of his computer. But bless it. He doesn't. Anyway, I don't watch Netflix anymore because what was available. I was trying to watch Netflix for a while after I kind of got out of that binge habit and trying to escape, and was just being more and more careful about what I watch because it just has such a terrible influence. Am I the only one? Maybe it's just me. I can't, if I see it and hear it, I have a real hard time. I mean, I got to do a lot of praying to get that out. And the enemy will still try and put the images back in my head. And so it'll take me days. And I'm telling you, out of a 10-minute video, there was literally seconds of what I saw that just didn't want to get out of my head. So if you're watching binging on Netflix, imagine your brain just gets full of it. So I'm not saying it to be critical. I'm saying you might not even be aware it's happening. Because honestly, the guy who had posted the video actually said near the end of the video, about how he felt like he's like something just not right. He said, I don't know. It's like I feel like there's a spiritual, he literally said demonic attack. Like, dude, you're watching those videos that you just showed me a little clip of. If you watch the whole thing, it's in your mind. Guard your minds. The helmet of salvation. Breastplate. Righteousness. Sword. You gotta have all them things. And you don't put things in there. Be careful. Be careful, little children, what you see. Be careful what you hear. I hope that's okay. I just told y'all that. I know you ain't children. And what do you do instead? Well, there are things to do instead. And somebody, might have been Camilla, somebody sent me an awesome video of a guy singing. There's good stuff on YouTube, but oh my goodness, you got to be careful. Because the recommended videos, I'm like, are you trying to get me to go somewhere I ain't supposed to go? Yes. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Wow. It's so strong out there. We got to keep those lamps filled. Not what we're seeing on YouTube and Netflix. Whoa, buddy. Guard your heart. I love y'all.